Hello everyone and welcome back to another Nate the Hoof Guy member video. Now if you look at this claw right here, it doesn't look that bad. This foot's actually got a pretty good shape. There's a little bit of a flap here on this other claw, not a big deal. But up in here you can see this heel has got a split in it. That means a white line, and as you can tell by the fluid there, it's not going to be a pretty one either. And yes, as expected, there it is. We got a white line defect. Obviously, we've got some pressure built up there. Also, if we look down toward the toe here, see that dark shading behind there? That's separated. That could be, at this point at least, part of that initial separation. That was my thought. This top area, all of this was going to have to come away. Turns out that's not the case as we get going here, but we do have a significant white line issue. You'll notice with this trim, I'm working pretty slowly with my knife cuts. I'm just trying to be more deliberate with each cut on this one because if you'll notice, she's a little twitchy when I'm working on that. There's quite a bit of discomfort here. Once we get toward uncovering the lesion itself, you'll see why. So these cuts I'm making are just trying to be careful, trying to minimize any discomfort for her while I work so that ultimately I don't make mistakes either if she's moving around. So I take it slow and take these pieces off very slowly and deliberately for her sake. As we work down, you'll see that separation in the toe. What I at one point thought was all connected, this is completely unrelated. This must have been something that happened quite a while ago, actually, because it's completely healed and we have a lot of nice thick hoof in that area now. But I'm going to continue to work away here, and you'll see up toward that heel bulb section, that's where this area is really becomes uncomfortable for her. It's up in this area where she's showing the most discomfort. And as we remove this, you'll see why. There's a pretty significant size lesion up underneath here. That heel bulb in this area is just starting to separate. That's how early we are in this process. Had we waited a couple more days, this would have been a lot easier to work on. But of course, you don't want to make a cow wait when she's got as much discomfort as she does. Being able to take this away and get this treated right away with salicylic acid is going to make her feel so much better in a couple of days. Zoom in here and give you a good close-up of this before we get it all cleaned up. You hear those other cows in the background? Those girls on the right-hand side there, they're the ones waiting. They're going to come in my chute here to get trimmed. They're fussing because look what we got there. We got a mom with a new baby calf. And they like to react vocally when they see a baby just like we do. Mama's going to get that all licked off, and they're going to get trimmed. The other cows, that is. Not her, obviously. It's important to get these areas really clean before we put that salicylic acid on. For obvious reasons, we want to have direct contact with that lesion. You'll be able to see some areas around the edges of this are a little bit discolored. That's that digital dermatitis. That's some of that corium that's not necessarily in great shape. So that salicylic acid is going to really help slough away those darker areas so we get down to really good, nice tissue there. And then that's going to allow it to regrow more healthy and put on a new layer of hoof horn there. All right, guys, that's going to about do it for this trim. We'll get this foot down, let her go so you can see how she's walking. If you guys have any questions about this trim or any of the other ones, leave them in the comments there, and I'll try to get back to you and answer those, either in the comments or video form. If you're wondering why she's not standing upright, she's got that strap holding her, so she's kind of just hanging there, resting, relaxing. But when I put the chute down, she's able to walk freely away. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for becoming members of this channel. It is truly appreciated. See you on the next one.